Okay, this is Lynn Fortitude from a recent tournament. The Double Esports New TV tournament. I have not seen this. I do not know the result. So we watched this with open eyes. Are you seeing this? No, I have not shared it with you yet. Okay. Do you know No Name? Fortitude?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, #1 human in world. No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched some of the games between him and Lin.
Well, they're the two best, together with Happy. Best of their race.
Are they well balanced with each other?
Lin usually, these days, I would say, Lin probably wins a bit more against them. From memory. The one that Lin really struggles with above all else is Happy. Whereas back when you were playing, Lin would like almost never lose to Undead. He only lost to Ted.
Does Ted still play?
No, he became a streamer, one of the earliest adopters of streaming on a Chinese streaming platform. And then he's been streaming for a long time.
What about I 140, 130,
120? 120.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
120 is a new school player.
Yeah, he's also good, right?
Yeah, he's the second best Undead in the world. And top 2 Chinese together with Fortitude. But even though he's worse than Happy on average, he's one of the people that beats Happy the most often. Whether that's because Happy Undead Mirror weakest, or because he can't get any quality practice, because besides 120, there's like no good Undeads besides him in 120 for the most part.
Yeah, but 120 has the same issue.
Yeah, well, yeah, true. But I guess he meets people like Labyrinth and PCG more often. But yeah, it's true, same issue. But I guess 120 had to specialize in Undead Mirror because Happy is like the biggest threat.
Yeah.
He might just be a specialist in like figuring him out as well. Like he's like a smart tactical player that can counter people really well, whereas Happy has become way more adaptable than he used to be, but does not really adapt himself well per player as much. Mostly he's just like brutishly strong in his own execution, and 120 really relies on that strategical advantage. So let's actually just pause this for a second. So the original long-time tenet of Orc versus Human has always been to immediately send Farseer and go to the human player. I need to rewind this to really fully appreciate. The #1 most dominant opening for Orc against Human is make Farseer with Grunt, immediately go to Human. Either you split Wolves off from the Farseer or you don't. And the reason is because they're doing Laboratory Creep first camp. They're going Tier 1 expand first camp. And that's more valuable than whatever you're doing with little creeps.
Yeah.
And this has been the dominant information. So humans have gotten efficient at creeping. So if that would happen, Farseer is here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he's here, he arrives. But this is when Farseer arrives in the human base, if he came right away. 2 minutes and 2 seconds, your hero comes out. Takes about 30 seconds to walk across, so Farseer shows up. Arcane Tower is 70%. You will send the wolves in on the peasants. You will try to hit over the wall, start hitting peasants. They turn into militia fast. The better the human is, the faster they react. They will not morph these 2. They will only morph these 3. I think it's even better to split peasants so that the wolves, once they choose their mark, when the peasant becomes a militia, the wolves will retarget to the next peasant, which has better armor type and no armor. And then he has to become a militia, and then he as well. And everyone that's there needs to become a militia together, which is wood deprivation. So it's a wolf economy of movement advantage if they're all harvesting on the same side. So he splits it. Then, as you can see, these peasants will come home, but their timer allows for them to safely get home. Archmage is level 1.8 by the end of it. And the Farseer is mucking around with these peasants. He will get exactly 20 seconds, which means 20 seconds of wood deprivation. If the human is very good, he most likely won't lose a peasant. Maybe he'll lose one. If the Farseer is hitting peasants, this footman will start hitting the Farseer. And if the Farseer starts hitting back the footman, well, peasants aren't getting hit. Meanwhile, Archmage is going into the map, creeps this, or this, or this, or he heads over to this turtle camp. And now he's level 2, Farseer is level 1, maybe kills a peasant, and Farseer doesn't know where Archmage is. So this is a relatively recent development that humans deliberately avoid conflict with the Farseer, and that if they want to be really safe, they do that early arcane. Not too early that it immediately scares off the Farseer, just early enough so that you don't know its duration. And in fact, the human you played against had the similar timing arcane tower, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So you're like, I don't know how long I'm going to get with your peasants, so I don't know if it's worth it.
Yeah.
So then maybe you decide to go here, and I think the result is negative for Orc. Because you get one peasant and he gets level 2, 2 items, and he's near your base. That means he's going to cancel maybe your second burrow. Archmage could even run straight to your base. You tech now, you have 190, and then you make burrow 20 seconds later. Archmage gets a cancel. And again, right? Meanwhile, he's already teching. He takes 5 militia, creeps this without his Archmage in attendance, gets level 2. Now he has brilliance, cancels it again. You finally finish the burrow. It costs you a lot of lumber. You get to tier 2 with only 200 lumber. You've got like 2 units and trying to get your third. His Mountain King is coming out and your Farseer is level 1. He's level 2 and you lost a lot of lumber. He makes his casters. You're behind. So this is why I think Lin has decided to creep by himself. Now this is a little risky because he doesn't have very good information. His first wolf runs across the map. At this moment he doesn't know if Fortitude went for this lap. But keep in mind, we're evaluating this in isolation. We are not currently evaluating. I would have to study the last 3 to 9 months of Lin Fortitude to understand what they can intuit about each other's previous predilections.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So maybe Fortitude has stopped doing laboratory because Lin has been going here straight away and been getting above average results. So when you study for a tournament, you meet someone, of course, you're going to check back their whole history of the last few years if you have time to do it, which I usually did. And then you'll know, it's like, okay, I know where you're at right now with our aggro versus anti-aggro development. So I know that right now you're on evasion creeping style again. And that's why I'm taking this turtle. So this is what you don't know when you just watch the replay by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Someone in chat said this is way advanced to be useful. Don't take my word for it. Do you agree, Harstem?
Sorry, this is way too advanced to be useful?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So we're on the right track. I know.
I can't really use any of this information, but I think it's useful to have to understand where things come from.
Yes.
Otherwise, I can never start making my own decisions.
Exactly. Because this teaches a way of thinking of Warcraft 3 strategy and creep route development. It's not the specifics that will be applied per se. It's the way of thinking about how creep routes work, which is Harstem's potentially biggest knowledge gap. Right?
Yeah.
So he goes here, just gonna get the item. This is also kind of a map thing. These turtles are pretty XP dense for how easy they are to kill. They have a lot of armor, but because they have medium armor, they are relatively easy to creep for ghouls, grunts, and footmen compared to archers, because of the bonus damage that they take from wolves and from grunt. So this is something that Farseers generally like to get. And arguably, the mantle that it can drop can be more useful than something like a claws or gloves that normally a blade would be more happy with.
Do we like the ring or meh?
Yeah, I think ring. I think mantle best, then ring. Then what else is there? Cloak, gauntlet, and slipper. I think mantle best, then ring, then probably gauntlet, just to make yourself tankier now, and also to give to Tarn Chieftain afterwards. What's he gonna get? Oh, wow. 200 gold for a circlet.
That used to be a level 1 item, no?
Yeah, used to be on par with claws. It was deemed too strong. Then it got made more expensive, 200 instead of 175. It was also moved to the same item tree that Pendant of Energy is on. It's insane.
Pendant of Energy is 150 mana, no?
Yeah.
That's a very good item.
Very good. It was broken too. It's nerfed to 125, I believe.
Okay.
The mana in general was underrated by original balancing of the first few years. Everything got nerfed like the last 6 years. Greater mana pot, Pendant of Energy, mana stone. Brilliance.
Brilliant's freaking good too.
Yeah.
Archmage is really one hell of a guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So he has not seen the blacksmith. But these days, Riflecaster, I feel like it's trending more at high level than Double Sanctum, which you faced. But I faced Double Sanctum against the Hawk. That I just showed you a snippet of, and you just faced it. So they really are the two major builds from one base.
Okay. And
So-
from one base,
Yeah.
right? Because that's the difference.
Yeah, on two bases, it can be any of them. Masscaster, Riflecaster, or Griffins. There's also a really dark horse fourth strategy, Knight Mortar against Orc, but it's not very common.
I would build Kodos against that.
Against Knight Mortar, I have also gone tier 3 sometimes because it takes so long to get going. And then I could do like Taurens with Walkers and Wyverns. There's all kinds of things you could do. You could do Raider Kodo, but then you really can't win a fight cost efficiently. But you would try to like lame because he has he doesn't have slow and stuff, so you can run away from any fight.
So you eat the boys and then you run.
Eat and run, and then you kill his peasants and you raid his castle, etc.
Eat the boys and raid his castle.
The one thing you usually don't want to do is to make wyverns when they have a workshop. Flying machines are just insanely efficient against wyverns.
Do tanks also have an anti-air attack, or did I make this up?
You are correct. It's called Barrage. It shoots piercing rockets to 6 different targets. It is impossible to beat with wyverns, but tanks are easily hard countered by raiders.
Yeah. Gotcha.
He wants to solo creep this XP with the TC. Very important.
Yeah.
He's accidentally sharing the second creep, which means 20 XP is lost on the TC. So he doesn't even have his first tech building yet, his first tech unit, but he's already expanding, and he's just using brute force to defend it. One is going to be the Great Hall, the other is going to be a burrow, I think. And then it's going to have fortified defenses during some time. It could be a tower. I think it's going to be a burrow. Note that he has not made the 4th burrow at home. Your burrow timings were very good, by the way, in the game you played. There's nothing to comment on it. Is he making fortified defenses yet? No, it's ensnare into... So he wants to see the Archmage, because if the Archmage comes here, he's going to like chase it down with the Farseer. TC is creeping meanwhile. That was stolen. He speed scrolls away. Why?
Sees... I actually don't understand why.
He sees rifles. He knows Mountain King is going to be behind very shortly.
He's a bad boy?
Mountain King gets a bolt. That's most likely a kill.
Okay.
He doesn't want anything to drop low. Even if the grunt survived, he doesn't want it to drop low. The moment this got stolen, he's making a call. Am I fighting this all the way? Am I hard engaging? Or am I hard disengaging? There's usually no middle way, because Stormbolt lasts 1 million years on a unit. And if any slow shows up, if Mountain King, Bolt Clap, the moment you start sustaining damage, you need to create a moment of breathing room. You then need heal solve, and you don't want to immediately fight after heal solve. So he knows how it's going to go. One unit gets bolted. He runs home. He heals it. He has now given space for the Mountain King to walk north. He will come from the top, try to defend, but one of his units is still heal solving. It's now weak, etc. He doesn't want any of that noise. So he decides to speed scroll away. Perhaps a little bit early, but he really doesn't want an engagement. And then I actually don't know where he's going to go now. I don't think he can creep Laboratory. I think it's too ambitious with the Mountain King there. His expo isn't like fast enough to soon be any form of reprieve. The burrow is building, but he has no fortified defenses even started. He does have the lumber for it now. He could theoretically start it. And he has no forms of crowd control aside from probably War Stomp Endurance. So these rifles technically can't die. Like if human doesn't want it, none should die. Of course there will be War Stomp, Focus Fire Chain, okay, can kill. But it all depends on positioning, and you cannot get next to them unless you have speed scroll. He currently doesn't have any. So to be honest, I don't really know where Lin wants to take this. But here's the thing. Had he not expanded, which is now under threat of being cancelled, what would then happen? Then human wouldn't even need to be here. He just crept this with Militia. This is where he got his Quel'Thalas, the worst item Mountain King can find, by the way. That's how he's level 2. But had he not known from seeing it, knowing it, intuiting it, that there's an expo coming up, he wouldn't be forced to go into the map. So then after he finishes the laboratory, he takes this. This is a circlet / pendant level camp. Talisman of Evasion, Pendant of Energy, Pendant of Periapt of Vitality, circlet. He gets this. He's level 3. Moment Mountain King gets level 3, he has an insane fighting power against the Orcish army. And so what does Orc have? 1 Raider and then 2. It's not very good. And so this is why we expand. It's basically to force a pre-Mountain King 3 engagement.
Okay.
But before the real first fight, he wants to have 1 Raider, which is halfway. So I think once he has a Raider, he can ensnare a rifle. Then he will focus fire it with everything. Then he will try to prevent Mountain King from getting inside of his headhunters. So he'll War Stamp the Mountain King to get like a hit on maybe 2 units in MK. MK stops moving. Headhunters will then move back a bit so that he's no longer in optimum position to be clapped. The Raider, after he does an ensnare, will not focus the rifle. He will move it back because it is primary Stormbolt focus fire material. We also need to find out if Mountain King went for Stormbolt Bash, which is mostly hero focusing or single target focusing, or if he's going to go for clap. So let's see what happens. I think he wants to remain here, because if he doesn't, then it will be a free passage into expo. So he's just kind of sharking. He doesn't want a full engagement, I think. Or does he? Alright. Space given to the courageous one, and he has now given space to buy the heal scroll, which means Chain Lightning gets more value and War Stamp gets more value because there's no speed scroll. Meanwhile, 1 footy is not going to get the cancel. So Fortitude was waiting for his militia. He wants to kind of deal with the illusions. He knows they're fake, but they're still annoying for A moves. And notice the kind of aggressive move out that Lin is doing. He's really floating on courage and imposing his opponent. Because he didn't have crowd control, why is Fortitude running? Well, Fortitude is also waiting for some of his own units, I suppose. He still doesn't have this spell, which is going to help him deal with wolves. He's still getting non-stop rifles. He just started the attack upgrade. He thinks, if you really want to fight so bad, I prefer to do it with militia. But by zoning the human away from the goblin shop, he secured himself a heal scroll, which is a zero-sum game. There's only 1 merchant. At the first daytime, 6 a.m., which was 1 hour 17 ago, which is actually 30 seconds ago, that's where the heal scroll first becomes available. First light after the first night, so second light essentially, is a key moment for a heal scroll invul potion unlocks. And so now he has zoned him out. He's actually going to start long distance mining already, but just with 2, nothing too crazy. Partially just so that if he forgets, he will have some mining going, 4 in total. Oh, that's a weird bug. Oh, I guess it's because we were looking at his perspective and they went out of vision, so that's how that works. So no creeping. It's very risky for Orc to creep when you know that human is forced to attack. So he's just not going to do it. There's no camps nearby. Had this camp still been up, maybe he would have taken it. But this camp is way too big. This camp is in a weird spot. So he's just waiting. And so this fight is interesting. It's very easy just to try and force the human out to buy time. Just focus firing Archmage. His position is very forward. Not all army is there yet. It's the only thing he sees right now. And I think he's just going to try to get the Archmage. Double ensnare, War Stomp, surround. He may not even lose a unit. He will lose some health on certain things. Maybe Fortitude gives invulnerability potion to Archmage to extend his allowance to stay here for another 15 seconds. It takes 15 seconds. And then eventually it may end in a town portal. But during that time, Orc takes so much damage that even though he will soon start mining double, he will not be able to stay in this position. So we'll see how it goes. What do you think is going to happen?
What do I think is going to happen in this fight?
Or shall we see what's going to happen, I suppose?
I have no clue.
Yeah, let's do. So he immediately bolts the TC to control the TC's movement. He didn't want to get the TC to basically walk past him, start cutting him off, war stomping. And I think maybe he has Bash. We'll see. Gonna half speed this a bit. So look, he's just trying to surround. Oh, it is Clap. Clap, Dispel. That War Stomp pretty bad. You know why? He already bolted, then he clapped. So both cooldowns are not available. War Stamping him now really doesn't do anything. It's 30 damage or so, and he can't move, but he's already ensnared, as you can see. So that
And he's surrounded as well.
Yeah, he's surrounded, he's ensnared. Ideally, the best time to War Stamp is before the opponent casts their first or second spell. And if they did get those spells off, you hold your War Stamp, and then you do it right before they would have been able to cast again, which is a skill knowledge issue, of course, for you, because you don't know exactly yet. But it's like, I don't know, you just wait a few more seconds and then you do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he also wants to start his own CD because he's got 2 more War Stomps in him. And he figures, well, I'm just gonna go start and do it already. Hero focusing is usually not a winning strategy to a fight. Even if he got the Mountain King, he would Fortitude would just rebuy the Mountain King from the middle. Of course, Lyn doesn't know that Fortitude only has 38 lumber, unless he's very, very knowledgeable. Right? Maybe he can make an assessment. You're probably low on lumber, but let's say you don't know, or it's not true. Then if this Mountain King dies at great cost, 2 Raiders dead, half the units, no half life, TC has no mana left, you rebuy the Mountain King, you go again. Hero kills can be remaxed the easiest because it is a barracks that does cost twice as much as if you auto revive, but it's right there, it's there immediately. Whereas if you kill rifles, well, produce 35 seconds, walk across the map. That's more than a minute out. So in a way, hero kills are never like mass hero focus is a way to get someone to bugger off because they may feel incentivized to TP out. It sometimes comes from a place of strength. Like, I'm trying to convince you to town portal out so that I buy more time for my expansion. And the alternative is it is a moment of weakness. I think I can't win a normal fight by trading out units. Therefore, I'm going to go for hero. And if you rebuy, I'll try to kill that one, and I'll try to kill your other hero, and then I'll try to kill the rebuy. I lost my whole army, but now I have Farseer TC against only rifle, and now I'm winning.
Yeah. Oh.
If I watch this in half speed, I could check if Lyn at any time during this game had clicked Mountain King to see that he is aware that there's invulnerability potion. So now you see why generally hero focusing is a weak play, because he killed nothing, he lost 2 raiders, MK was saved, got leveled up, and he has none of the benefit of the expansion yet. He now has no control, and so that looks pretty tough. And now there's
like a game over.
Yeah, this looks game over. There's technically no way to kill anything anymore. He gets 1 rifle. As expected. So where did it go wrong?
With the storm. And then the surround. But then what is he supposed to do? Just run for his life?
I think the stomp a little bit. He could try to go for the Archmage, which didn't have the invulnerability potion. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure. These guys are pushing the envelope of the meta right now, right? Mm-hmm. And it's not like I would be able to beat Fortitude right now. It looks like with... I don't think any shamans would have made a massive difference. It just looks like this expo was not valid. It was not possible to do it. Yeah. I would like to see how it goes if you just try to creep up your TC and you make the biggest possible army without this whole expo burrow thing. Could go double bestiary instead of expanding. Could be bestiary large instead of expanding. And then you try to have a fight. Yeah, it's just a shit army. Raiders do like 0 damage on rifles, right? So he's trying to get the casters with the Raiders. This is good micro. He's getting some units. It's pretty cool. And this is TC2 against MK3. You see all this. You see like, oh, he killed 2 priests. He killed 2 rifles. And this is all while being like a level down. Obviously he's not nearly winning. There's still a lot of rifles left. But consider, had he never expanded and wasted like 800 gold or whatever, and just had more units, maybe you can just win a normal straight up fight without trying to expand. So your question, when should you expand? people are still trying to figure that out. I suggest like trying it out and see if you can hold. You can also try one base play. It's both valid. And it should be noted he had not a good early game per se.
Yeah.
Because he took this, then they met here, then kind of nothing happened. So it was pretty neutral, I suppose. And Archmage took double claw. He had 2 nice items. So he's facing quite a lot of damage from Archmage.
Okay. A lot of human again.
A lot of human again. Not per se the intent, right?
No, that's okay.
Good one to some other matchups too.
Yeah.
You gonna play
Should
another
I play
game?
one more game?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I instantly got a game. Do you see it?
Yep, and it looks a lot better. So whatever we did
Yeah, no,
worked.
like- yeah.
So what's the matchup?
Undead, yes.
Oh, cool. You do Blade 1 Burrow Grunt, you said.
Yes.
Oh, he's very recently retired. More recently than you.
Yeah.
You should say me from 29. You don't have to say anything.
I'm not a chatter.
No. Okay.
1, because half of my keyboard is somewhere else, and 2, because I feel like it's already difficult enough for me to play a decent game without the chatting.
Oh, so you can only speak with the left side of your keyboard when you chat.
Yeah, enter is somewhere else. I have to reach over. Like, I throw it away, the keyboard. I'm not here for chit-chat, I'm here to game,
Yeah. Fair enough.
I think. I don't have any theory on this, by the way.
Yeah. All right, let me guide you a bit more then.
Yeah.
Make shop.
Okay.
Grunt and then peon. Let's do the orange camp to your left. And let's do a peon scout. Now. We'll put it near his expo. Yeah, a bit below it, on the intersect of his base. Below it, yeah, there. Okay, yeah. And make one more peon to replace. And we're gonna critical strike first and take this orange camp on the left. Focus
The old man on the horse first?
Yeah, focus wizard. And let the ogre warrior hit the ground. Yeah. Like that. Perfect.
Do I finish it, or just the old man?
I finished the wizard. And make your ground... Okay, cool. Yeah, finish everything,
off, right?
finish everything.
Oh, okay.
Burrow when you can. We're mainly establishing whether he's tier 1 expanding. If he's not, we're fine trading creeps. Okay, just stay there with the peon. Sell, double heal solve, speed scroll, don't need clarity. Okay, do one more creep. Any green camp, I don't really care which one. Take just the item creep to get level 2, so you have Windwalk.
How do I know which one's the item creep? People in my chat keep
Usually
telling
the
them-
biggest one. This time it's the one in the middle.
Ah.
Yes, Frost, this sucks, but whatever.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, it's a
Cryptlord.
Cryptlord Expo, okay. Finish this, then we're gonna walk there, we're gonna double heal solve. You have to double Alt A again. To make him red. Okay, go. They can chase hits from very far. So careful for your grunt. Okay.
More grunts, right?
Yeah, more grunt.
Oh! Wrong button. Oh my god.
Okay, keep going. Your job is to cancel his expo so that it starts latest at like early. Okay, hold on. Windwalk. Okay, go. Send blade to his expo he's making. Save. Just go to his expo. Let the grunt, whatever. Try to dodge. Cancel his expo. Okay. You can cancel Ziggurat. Would be very good if you did, but it's too late now. This is fine too. Get the next acolyte too. Let the Ziggurat go. Just try to get the next acolyte. You can also heal solve, run away a bit. Heal solve, don't get hit. If you're in threat of getting hit, windwalk instead. That's a Nerubian, do not go in its range. Go windwalk and go to the acolyte. He's sending one to the expo now. Cancel the final ground because you don't. Oh no, you don't have to cancel. That's fine. My bad. You have a third burrow. Kill the acolyte. Nerubian is not finished yet. Look at the clock. It's 4:30. is already not bad, his expo timing. If you can make it after 5 minutes, it's good. Yeah, just kill it and run. That's good enough. Let's make Shadow Totem.
Shadow.
Only Totem.
Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention.
He has Impale.
Totem.
You need to save them with Windwalks or Windwalk displacement if you know how.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll teach you after. Let's just go home.
Yeah.
You're gonna need one more grunt now because you lost one. And creep anything. Or stay near him. Actually, stay near. He has no Impale. Just keep like dancing with him forever. And actually, you
Do
have
I get
speed
my
scroll.
next tech structure or no?
Yeah, go tier 3. You can actually, because you have speed scroll, you can commit both blade and both grunts to cancel his gold mine. And then you speed scroll to get out. Unless he's guarding like this, then whatever. Let's not then. Let's not. Just don't get surrounded and make sure he doesn't get to creep for free. Shadow. Shadow is coming. You creep this, creep this. Kill the wizard.
Oh, this time he put it on the Bragan.
Yeah, there's some. You can kill the one that doesn't have frost armor, and then leave the other because you don't want to get slowed. Okay. Got cancelled.
Ah.
Yeah. Let's start hexing and killing ghouls, or you can focus Cryptlord. Your choice. Meet with him. Meet with him. Don't lose sight of him. He was to the right of this ground. Make Walker and then get the upgrade in queue for the Walker. Brute strength. Go check the laboratory. Go to the laboratory on his side. Bring everything together. You're gonna. Okay, you're gonna buy Shredder here. Oh, fight him. Kill. You wouldn't hex Ghoul there because he's not running. You would hex Cryptlord instead.
Understood.
You need to focus Cryptlord now. And when he's running, you can kill, chase things. Okay, kill units again, kill units. Hex him as it's about to die, the grunt.
Hex what?
It denies XP. Heal self, and windwalk.
Oh, we got another one.
Yeah. You can link and fight. You can link and fight.
Oh.
Here's Impale again. Okay, go to your own lab. We need the Shredder. This is very challenging from here. We cannot creep this lab yet because of the ground loss. We need to wait till heal self is back up.
Can we pull him or away or no?
Yes. Yes, you can, and you should.
Ah.
Okay. No, too soon. Too soon. He's gonna turn around. Okay, go. Buy Shredder. Fight. Kill it. Okay.
Kill what?
Okay, just go to your expo and creep it. Left. You need counter expo.
More of these?
No. We are gonna wait to have 600 gold for Tiny Great Hole counter expansion. Hex the priest before aggro starts. Oh, too late. He has inner fire. It's because Blade was too forward. You wouldn't know.
Gotcha.
Okay, send Blade to go get Tiny Great Hole now and bring 5 peons. You don't have to min-max lumber. You have Shredder. You'll never have lumber issues again.
Okay.
Don't tank. Yeah, good.
I should have attacked the other prick first, shouldn't I?
Next is gonna be... Next is gonna be TC. Put them in and rally them to stand next to it. Go creep anything. Just keep moving. You can creep together with Blade too. Don't let your peons go home. Yeah, you don't have enough damage to creep without Blade, maybe. You can disenchant the beetles. Focus Cryptlord. Or ghouls, doesn't matter. Just kill stuff. Can disenchant those, nice. Just
I should've
micro
done
to your
that.
heart's content, but make sure to start mining your peons. Hex things, hex things. Make to be Siri at home. We need two bestiaries
Oh, to be serious.
and a war mill with the final peon. Okay. TC needs to bring double clarity. Creep things near him to deny him future creeps. Anything. Creep anything near him. Like this, and the mercamp below, and his laboratory, etc.
This one's done already.
Okay.
Clarity?
Clarity.
Orb or no?
Yeah, orb 2. Spirit link up.
Yeah, I need a hotkey for that. Orb of lightning.
Okay. Okay. Use illusion to see where maybe he is. Creep anything nearby, preferably on his side of the map, and try to find out where he is. And make a burrow on expo. Endurance or stomp is both okay as a first. Okay,
Too risky.
he's coming. You're gonna go Tauren, Wyvern. You can creep. Look at this army. Look at this army. Yeah, just creep. Yeah. You have clarity. Give it to Shadow. Disenchant his frost armor. Remake Spirit Link. Heal wave. Disenchant his summons. Stay here, disenchant more, disenchant more. Focus Dreadlord. Or ghouls. Nice pass over. Careful, the next impale is going to be risky on Blade. Nice dodge. Okay. Nice morph. Start making unit. Okay, go back a bit, go back. Windwalk, Windwalk. Okay, nice. Let TC die, it's fine. Go home and heal. Alright, heal everything up. Wyvern, Tauren, Burrow at the expo.
Wyvern?
Don't walk into the camp. Are you walking into a camp? Yeah, it's risky. Yeah,
Oh.
Wyvern, Tauren. Wyvern, Tauren, TC, Burrow.
Torrents?
Yeah, Torrents. Fortified defenses. Heal everything up. Mana potion on Shadow.
Need to change that too.
Okay. Creep Shadow to level up. You can put one walker there. You deal with it now with everything, and then later you leave one walker.
Yeah.
Try not to show him your tech. And you have an illusion, right? Yes, Burrow. It's still there. But you're gonna leave one walker, so it's fine. No, it's lower, it's lower. Just leave it there. No, it's lower than that. Just leave it there. Alright, make Venom Spears. Creep the laboratory. It's right underneath where you are. Use an illusion to check his tech. I suspect we might be facing Mass Destroyer or Worm. We have not seen much. Link up a bit. Wait for Shadow 3 before you heal wave. Get Tauren, Tauren Pulverize. See more, see more. It looks like Ghoul Fiend. Pick up the Tome of Agility. Okay.
Benjies.
Alright, no more Taurens. Creep red spot bottom left. Or top right, whatever, right? Creep, creep.
What do I keep building?
Wyvern, attack upgrade. And one Kodo with drums. Right, send one of your lumber peons at home to check, is he coming for me? Just somewhere, right? And fortified defenses. It's good on TC or Shadow, that item. Heal wave. More link. Always walk around linked so that you don't have the delay of not having it once the fight begins. More wyverns. Did you start fortified? Go to the top. Go to your mer camp. Middle top. Send this peon to the red spot. Wyverns should be in a separate group. Walkers in a separate group. 1, 2, 3. Wyverns 2, Walkers 3. Go to your mer camp top. And you want heal scroll. Ideally. But I think he's already finished the red spot. So get the mer camp. Make more units. Attack upgrade for Wyverns. Just go to 90. There he is, there he is. Fight, fight. Is it real? No, it's not real. It is real. Alright, pick up the tome. You can stay on 80 until you have more info, or you can go over and attack. I think you stay on 80, it's better. You don't have Kodo yet, right? Expand here with the peon. Get heal scroll. 2 heal scrolls. Okay, only 1. Should not be on blade. Heal scroll. You will wait for another heal scroll. For TC. Can also buy circlet. It's a way to stay under upkeep, but still get value. Circlet for TC, quite nice. Might as well get dust. Since he has burrowed beetles. We'll wait for the heal scroll. Make sure to link up again in case the fight begins. Yeah, that's enough. There's only 1 unit now, not... And then get armor upgrade. Yeah. Alright. The Tauren should not be possessed, ideally. You can interrupt this with Hex, War Stamp, and Death. So when you hear... He's possessing one of your Taurens. There'll be a little white circle, and one of his Banshees will be channeling and stationary. This is nice.
Can I die from poison? No, right?
No. So if you had one more attack upgrade, this would have been enough. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go defend. You can put them in the burrow. You're walking them away like they're StarCraft units. Start remaking, just in case. Alright, remake them already. Alright, you're creeping. That's okay. Oh, that's Dispel. Alright. Focus Banshees and Fiends. This will be an interesting fight. Try to prevent him from possessing. Wyverns just A move. Get War Stamp on a lot of units. Make sure Blade is attacking, he's not attacking. Start heal waving. Oh, you can disenchant the green shit, by the way. Heal scroll. Nice. War Stamp. Link up. Another heal wave. Can make more Tauren, more Wyvern, produce. Heal scroll on Shadow. Heal wave, heal wave. Can focus DK, he's half-life. War Stomp on DK. More Dispel, he has Scroll of the Beast. It's cooked.
That's bad, no?
Yeah, it's cooked. So the main thing is he crept more. It took a long time to get to like the next camp. And he basically crept more than half of the map. This is one of the main things. And then a little bit about micro.
Mm-hmm.
It is over. You may leave. So, yeah, I think you microed that quite well because you've never had this army.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah. And I didn't tell you in advance that disenchant works on the green stuff. So the green stuff...
That's anti-armor shell, right? Or anti-magic shell. Yeah.
Anti-magic shell. And it works against War Stamp damage as well as Envenomed Spear damage, which is a large part of your damage. So that should have been dispelled. And that's on me because I didn't say it in advance. Then in terms of the fight, he didn't actually get possession. So more Taurens would have been very good. This is something we didn't check. In my mind, he should have had possession, but maybe he didn't expect Taurens. Micro was really good considering this fight. He had level 5 Cryptlord, and you were level 4-3-2. He was 5-3-3. So he was ahead, and this is because he crept a bit more. Because, he had a plan, he's experienced, and you're still wondering, should I attack, should I defend, etc., etc. So this creates a delay. I think you play again, you're going to do a lot better because you literally didn't know the playbook of what needs to be done, right?
Yeah. I think it would help a lot if I have a general overview of where I'm going. Because now it feels like...
Yeah.
In the moment you tell me, get the bestiary.
For sure.
When I'm doing that, I'm not walking anymore.
For sure. The problem is it's quite a complex strategy. And, maybe I should have tried. I'll be like, you're going to secure a Shredder, a tiny Great Hole Expo. Once you get there, you're going to go double bestiary. You'll make Wyverns and Taurens. Maybe I could try to encapsulate that quickly somewhere in the middle while you're creeping.
Yeah, I think.
But, although...
I mean, it's always going to be rough anyway.
Yeah, life coaching. But the conclusion of facing a Cryptlord Expo, try to push their Expo back as far as possible while losing nothing. If you have grunts, you can commit to them onto the gold mine, only provided he's not already there. And then you can use Speed Scroll to get them out. If he is there, then Blade could do solo job, especially when Nerubian isn't finished yet. Once it is, Blade actually falls under threat of the combined power of Impale plus Nerubian.
I don't know what Nerubian is.
The Nerubian is the slow tower.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
So he makes a Ziggurat. If you can cancel the Ziggurat, at the moment when you killed the first Acolyte, should we watch the replay or not? Or don't need?
No, I don't think I need to.
Yeah, don't need.
No, don't need.
Yeah,
I think I remember it.
So you killed the Acolyte. This is a nice time gain. You could have also gone for the Ziggurat cancel, maybe. That would have given you more space to use your units so that the Ice Tower doesn't come out yet. But overall, I would say that the achievement of delaying the gold mine was very well done. And this put us in a good spot to continue the game, to get to the other parts, which is Shredder, Tiny Great Hole, Triple Hero, couple of Walkers, Tier 3, and then setting up for some big guns like Wyvern and Tauren.
So my goal here is to, I got the what's it called, the Tauren totem.
Yeah.
Then I want to get the fortress ASAP.
Yeah, totem fortress ASAP, because our counter expo timing is gated by our tier 3 timing, because Tiny Great Hole is a tier 3 item. And the reason we don't tier 2 counter expand is because they can go with Merc and or a lot of ghouls and a lot of summons. They can come with like 10 ghouls, 10 summons. And every time I try to counter Expo at tier 2, they come and cancel it. And then eventually you get to like a pit of no comeback.
Yeah.
So the Tiny takes away the chance for interrupts from an opponent. And the time until you get to tier 3 is time that should be spent either softening up the Cryptlord or killing ghoul after ghoul after ghoul.
Yeah.
Before we go on, I need to show you micro. A little bit of micro.
Yeah.
The main reason, if I had to name a single thing here, is the engagements with the blade when the shadow comes out were not productive.
Yeah.
Because you had booked very good results on delaying. Okay, I'll host a game.